Hello everyone, welcome to the class of Relations and Functions. This chapter is the second chapter of first PU NCERT textbook. Now, before coming to this topic of relations and functions, we have to know and understand the term what exactly is Cartesian product or the cross product. Okay, so first, before coming to this concept, let us understand what do we know by Cartesian product. Now, the Cartesian product, or in other words, it can also be called as a cross product. Okay, now what is the definition of this? Now suppose let A and B be any two non-empty set. This word is very, very important. We cannot speak about the cross product of any empty set. Okay, so I am taking two set A and B which are non-empty. Then the Cartesian product of two sets A and B is denoted by A cross B. And how is it defined? It is defined as set of all ordered pairs. So set of all ordered pairs. Why ordered pairs? Now we are having two set A and B. Okay, so therefore whenever we find the cross product, we are finding the ordered pairs. We are writing the ordered pairs. Okay, so the elements, so set of all ordered pairs from A and B. So what is the meaning of set of all ordered pairs? That is, in other words, A cross B is equal to set of all the ordered pairs of A and B, such that what is the meaning of this ordered pair is the first element A should belong to the first set only, and the second element B from the ordered pair has to belong to the second set capital B. I hope the idea is clear over here. Once again, quickly we will recall. So what is a Cartesian product? Now, the Cartesian plane word, I think you have already, you already know this point of Cartesian plane. How do you mark a point in the Cartesian plane? That is also ordered pair, isn't it? So that point when we mark on the Cartesian plane, first it is also called the ordered pair. So we check which is the x coordinate, and then we check the y coordinate, and then we mark the point. Okay, so exactly the same. Now this is Cartesian product of two non-empty set. So there are two non-empty set. Non-empty word is important. And how is it defined? You are writing all the possible ordered pairs of A cross B. Let me give you one example. Okay, so let us take one example here. So example, suppose A is equal to 1, 2. Suppose I take A is equal to 1, 2 and B I take equal to 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so I take two elements in A set, three elements in B set. Now suppose I want to write A cross B. So what is A cross B telling me? A cross B is telling me set of all possible ordered pairs. So let me first take, now what is the condition? First element in the ordered pair should belong to the first set only. So who is there in the first set? 1 and 2 only. Okay, and the second element in the ordered pair has to belong to the second set only. Who is there in the second set? 3, 4 and 5. So how do I write the ordered pairs now? So here it is set of all. Now first let me fix this one and I pair with all the elements of B. So how do I write? It is 1, 3, then 1, 4 and 1, 5. I have taken 1 from the first set and paired it with all the elements in the second set. Okay, similarly 2 to the other element also. So I have 2 in the first set, so 2, 3, 2, 4 and 2, 5. Okay, yes, so I've completed all the elements from the first set. So this is my answer. Hope the idea is clear. So first elements, if you notice, 1, 2, they are from the first set. Second elements, if you notice, 3, 4, 5 are from the second set. That is the Cartesian product. Okay, yes. So let me give you another example. Suppose A is equal to A comma B. Okay, A comma B. And set B is equal to, if I take C comma D. So how do I write now A cross B? So A cross B here. So first I take the first element of A. and pair it with all the elements of B. Okay, so A comma C, then A comma D. Next, I take the second element of the first set and pair it with all the elements of the second set. So it is B comma C and B comma D. Okay, so from this, one more idea comes to my mind. See, now how many elements are there in A? 2 elements. How many elements are there in B? 3 elements. Now check how many elements are there present in the A cross B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. How did I get that? See, I have in A, I have 2 elements. In B, I have 3 elements. So how much is 2 into 3? 6. So therefore, A cross B has 6 elements. So this indication, this idea we should get in my mind before I start A cross B. Same way, now here in the second example, A is having 2 elements, B is having also 2 elements. So how many elements will be there in A cross B then? So it is 2 into 2, which is equal to 4. I hope the idea is clear now. Yes? Okay. So let us take some note which I have given here. So what is the first note telling us? If a set A in general, so I had given you some example. Through the example, I have made you understand how to solve that, how to find the number of elements in the cross product. Now in general, suppose I have the set A is having M elements and the set B is having N elements. Then how many elements are possible in the A cross B set then? A cross B will have M into N. So that is Mn elements. Clear? Okay. Now here that's I've written symbolically. N stands for number. So number of elements in A is M. Number of elements in B is N. So therefore number of elements in A cross B is equal to M into N. Next, go to the second point. In general, A cross B, always don't think it is equal. Okay, so in general, A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Why we are telling that? Because now if you see ordered pair 1, 2, is that equal to 2, 1? Not possible. Okay, so in general, if we are going to speak A cross B and B cross A, in some cases they might be equal, but in general, they are not equal. Next, go to the third point. If either A or B is an empty set. Now, how did I start with the definition? I have told you the definition, let A and B be non-empty set. So you have to take care of this word non-empty. But suppose by chance either A or B, one among that becomes empty set, then what will happen to the cross product? I've given it in the third point. Okay, so if A or B is empty set, then A cross B also will become empty set. It is like multiplying any number with a 0. What is any number with a 0? That number might be a biggest of the numbers, but still when I multiply with the 0, it collapses to 0, right? Same thing. Here we have A is equal to 1, 2 and 3. Suppose I take 3 element set. Okay, I can take 100 element set also. But if B is equal to empty set, then what should come to my mind? A cross B is also equal to empty set. Okay, hope this is clear. Next, coming to the fourth point. If either A or B is infinite set, then what will happen? A cross B also will be infinite set. And the last point, 2 ordered pairs. Okay, so suppose I have 2 ordered pairs, they are equal. So when they are equal, if and only if their corresponding elements are equal. Now, for example, here I have one ordered pair, let me take X, Y. And another ordered pair, let me take 1 and 2. If I write this equal to sign, that means it becomes 2 ordered pairs are equal. So if 2 ordered pairs are equal, what is the condition telling you when they will become equal? Only if the corresponding elements are equal. What do I understand by that term? So that means X, who is corresponding X to 1. So from this I get X is equal to 1. And Y is equal to 2. Hope the idea of 2 ordered pairs becoming equal is clear. Yes? Okay, now let us solve few questions of the first exercise. So coming to exercise 2.1. So coming to exercise 2.1, let us see how to solve these questions. So look at the first question what I have. If x by 3, this is an ordered pair, okay. So if x by 3 plus 1, comma, y minus 2 by 3 is equal to 5 by 3, comma, 1 by 3, find the values of x and y. Now I find the ordered pairs are equal. So we have discussed just now, ordered pairs, when they become equal, when their corresponding elements become equal. So let me take the corresponding elements. So I have here x by 3 plus 1 is equal to 5 by 3 and y minus 2 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3. Now simplify, take the LCM. So LCM is 3 over here. So x plus 3 is equal to 5 by 3. So cancel 3 on both sides. So you are left out with x plus 3 is equal to 5, and therefore x is equal to 5 minus 3, which is equal to 2. Same way, y minus 2 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3 given. Take the LCM here, 3. So we are getting 3y minus 2 is equal to 1 by 3. Cancel out 3. So what you are left out with, 3y minus 2 is equal to 1. So 3y minus 2, I shift to the right side, it becomes plus 2. So 2 plus 1 is becoming equal to 3. So therefore y is equal to 1. So therefore, what is the answer I got for the first question? X value is equal to 2. Y value is equal to 1. Hope this is clear. Yes? Okay, we move on to the next question, the second question. Okay, look at the second question. Let's see what is this question telling us. First, let us understand the question clearly, what we have to find out. Okay, if the set A has 3 elements, so A set is having 3 elements and the set B is 3, 4, 5. How many elements I can see in this set? This is also 3 elements. Then find the number of elements in A cross B. I had given you one note. If n of A is equal to m and n of B is equal to n, then what is n of A cross B? How many elements are there in A cross B? mn elements. So same way here, my answer solution is n of A, number of elements in the set A is equal to 3. Number of elements in the set B is equal to also 3. So therefore, number of elements in cross product A cross B is equal to 3 into 3, which is equal to 9. Very simple it is. Okay. Hope you have understood. Yes. So go to the third question. Let us see what the third question is telling me. Okay. So what is given in the third question? If the set G is equal to 7, 8 and set H is equal to 5, 4 and 2, find G cross H and H cross G. So let us take one at a time. Okay. Yes. So the answer here, we have G and we have H. So first let us find G cross H. Now remember the cross product definition. From the set G, take one element, fix that element and pair it with all the other elements of H. Okay. So yes. So let us start. So what should be my first ordered pair? So I start with 7. So 7, 5. I pair it with all the elements of set H. So 7, 5. Then 7, 4. Then 7, 2. So I finished 7 with all the elements of H. Go to the next element. You have 8. So you have 8, 5, 8, 4 and 8, 2. Okay. So this is your G cross H. Now, I want to write H cross G. So before I write, let me write first H set, then let me write G set. Okay. So avoid confusion here. So let us first write what is H set given to me. It is 5, 4 and 2. Next, what is G set given to me? 7 and 8. So now I want, who is my first set? Now in this question, H is my first set. So how do I write H cross G? So H cross G is equal to, so start with the element 5. So compare with, pair it with all the elements of the set G now. So therefore it becomes 5, 7, 5, 8. Okay, so if I finished with the first element pairing with the all the elements of set G, go to the next element. You have 4, 7, 4, 8. Okay, then go to the next element 2, 7 and 2, 8. So I finished all the elements of the first set pairing with all the elements of the second set. So that is my H cross G. Hope the ideas are clear to you. Yes, so we move on to the next question, question number 4. Yes, so what is given in this fourth question? Let us understand. If A cross B is equal to set of all A comma X, A comma Y, B comma X, B comma Y. Question tells us find the set A and B. Okay, so very simple. So A cross B is having how many ordered pairs? First you get that idea. So A cross B is having 4 ordered pairs. That means together the number of elements in A cross B is equal to 4. So I need to find who is the set A. Now since A is the first set, look at all the ordered pairs and check their first elements. That is the element of the set A. So let us look at the answer, okay, here. So we want A cross B. So I want the set A and the set B. So the set A is equal to, just to look into all the ordered pairs first elements. So which are the elements you can see? Only 2 elements, okay, don't repeat the elements, fine. So which are the elements you can see? A and B. So set A is equal to A comma B. This is your first set. Okay. Go to the second set. B in A cross B, B is the second set. No. So just to check out the elements, the second elements of all the ordered pairs. Which are those? X, Y, X, Y. So you got that. So it is X and Y. Okay. Now check. Here there are 2 elements. B also there are 2 elements. So A cross B there are 4. So it is perfect. Okay. So we got very easy to find out. If the first set is asked, look at the first elements of the ordered pairs and write them. If second set is asked, look at the second elements and write them. Okay. Yes. So hope it is clear. Let's move on to the next question. Go to the fifth question here. So what is the fifth question telling us? They have given us 4 non-empty set. A, 1, 2, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 5, 6 and D, 5, 6, 7, 8. The question here tells me verify. So verify has 2 sides. So let me take the left hand side first and then keep the answer ready, then move to the right hand side, keep the answer ready, check if both are equal. Okay, yes. So let us start with the left hand side. So write the answer here. So we have left hand side. So what is left hand side telling us? A cross B intersection with the C. Wherever there is bracket, we find the answer first. So let this A, write that what is A? A is 1, 2. Cross, what is the answer for B cross C? B intersection C. So B is here, C is here. Find what is the intersection. Do you find any intersection? No intersection, isn't it? So what do I write? It is an empty set. It's an empty set. So I had given you one note. If either A or B among A cross B becomes empty set, then what is your answer for A cross B? That is also empty set. So therefore your left hand side is equal to empty set. Keep it aside. Okay. Next, move on to the right hand side. So your right hand side is asking you A cross B intersection with the A cross C. So let us first find A cross B answer, then find A cross C answer, then check the intersection among that. Okay. Yes. So let us find A cross B. So what is A cross B? A cross B. So what is my answer? A cross B. So here it is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. I finished one pairing with all the elements of B. Go to the second element. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. So this is your A cross B. Intersection, intersection, A cross C. Okay, so let me write A cross C now. So here is your A set and here is your C set. So concentrate on that and write A cross C. Okay, so what is A cross C? It is 1, 5, 1, 6. So I finished one. Go to the next element. 2, 5, 2, 6. Now look at both the set here, A cross B set and A cross C set. Is there any intersection? Check. I don't find any intersection, isn't it? Yes. So then what is your answer here? So therefore, this answer, the intersection is empty. So here also you are having empty set. Or either you can write open flower bracket or you can just put the symbol. So what you have found out now? You have found out the left hand side and right hand side are equal. So therefore, you have verified LHS is equal to RHS. Okay? Yes. Hope it is clear. We move on to the next question, question number 6. Now, what is the sixth question telling us? Let A is equal to 1, 2. So, set A is given to me 1, 2 and the set B is given to me 3, 4. Question tells me first to write A cross B. Then, after you write A cross B, find how many subsets it will have. Okay? Yes. So first let us write here in the answer what is A cross B. So what is A cross B here? Start with the first element 1, 3, 1, 4. Next 2, 3, 2, 4. Now understand the subset. See, subset word where you have heard this word in the first chapter. Okay. So suppose I just give you one example here. If A is having 2 elements, suppose you are having 2 elements, 2 and 3. How many subsets are possible? What we have learned in the first chapter. So number of subset is nothing but, always subset means what should come to my mind? 2 to the power n. Okay, so therefore number of subset is 2 to the power 2, which is equal to 4. Same way. Now check how many ordered pairs are there in A cross B. How many ordered pairs? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So n is 4 now. So n is equal to 4 because there are 4 ordered pairs. So therefore, number of subsets. Okay. So therefore, number of subsets of A cross B is equal to 2 to the power, n is 4 now. So how much is that? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16 subsets. Okay. So number of subsets A cross B will have is 16 subsets. Hope this idea is clear. Yes. Move on to the next question, 7th one. What is given here? Let A and B be 2 sets such that n of A, that is number of elements in A is 3, number of elements in set B is 2. And they have given only 3 ordered pairs. Okay. So x, 1, y, 2, z, 1 are present in A cross B. They have given. And I have to find who is the set A and who is the set B. Now, before I find out A and B, first let me find out how many elements A cross B have. So what is mentioned here? Number of elements in A is equal to 3. Number of elements in B is equal to 2. So how many elements are possible in A cross B? Tell me. So therefore, this is 3 into 2, which is equal to 6. Okay. Yes. So I want just, they didn't ask me to write what is A cross B. So what we will answer to the point. They've asked me to find A and the set B. So what is the set A? In A cross B, A is the first set. So with the ordered pairs which they have given us, look at the first element here. I can see 3 different elements and I want 3 elements. Okay, so it is X, Y and Z. Okay, X, Y, Z they have given, they are different elements, distinct elements. So set A is ready with me. I want set B. So what is a set B? I want 2 elements. Look at the second elements of all the ordered pairs which is given. So which are the second elements? 1, 2, 1. I will not repeat. So it is 1 and 2. So I got 2 elements. So this satisfies my answer. Yes. So hope the idea is clear. Yes. So we move on to the last question of this first exercise. What is given in the 8th question? The Cartesian product A cross A has 9 elements. So A cross A is having 9 elements, among which are found -1, 0 and 0, 1. Okay, among the 9 ordered pairs, only 2 ordered pairs are found, -1, 0 and 0, 1. So question tells me find the set A and remaining elements of A cross A. So first I need to find who is the set A. Okay, yes. So here we have it is if A cross A should have 9 elements. Okay, so A cross A, if it has to have 9 elements, then what comes to my mind? So that means A and A should have how many elements? Then 3 elements. Therefore, A should have 3 elements. A should have 3 elements. Which are those elements now? Look at the ordered pairs. Can you see 3 different elements? So therefore, A is equal to, you have -1, you have 0, and you have 1. So these are the 3 elements of set A. So find the set here. This is the answer. Now we will find A cross A is equal to. So let us write -1, 0, 1, -1, 0, 1. Okay, so now pair it. Now pair this. So what is that you're going to get? So here you're getting -1, -1, -1, 0, -1, 1. Next, go to the another element, 0, -1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Next, 1, -1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay? Yes. So count, check whether we have got the 9 ordered pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is my answer for A cross A. Okay. Yes. So I hope you have understood the first exercise. Then in the next video, we will see the concept of relations. Thank you.